Hello and welcome to part 2 of my look at the Megaman Anniversary Collection for the PS2. In this installment, I'm taking a look at Megaman 2, which was released in 1988 in Japan and 1989 in North America. We're again taking a look at the Megaman Anniversary Collection build of this game in Navi mode. So if you haven't watched part 1, which was a look at Megaman 1, click the link right here and go check out that video. So this time, it's Megaman 2. Megaman 2 is probably one of the most famous and best Mega Man games ever made. This game is so good. The original NES version is by far one of the very best NES games ever made. And, you know, even to this day, if people, when they think of like the best Mega Man game ever made, they think of either Mega Man X or Mega Man 2. So here's Mega Man 2 for Mega Man Anniversary Collection on PS2 in Navi mode. Alright, so as I traditionally always play Mega Man, we're going to start with Airman. There's a trick that you can get over quickly without getting damaged. But it'll only work for platforms that are below you. They can't be above you. So I'll do it again. It's because Mega Man in Mega Man 2 teleports and doesn't just resume where he is. Oh, dang it. There we go. You know, I loved Mega Man 2 in my adulthood, but back when I was a kid, this is a Mega Man game I never played. You know, my first Mega Man game was Mega Man 3. One thing that's really nice about this port, and doesn't really get enough praise, is the fact that they've cleaned up the engine so that it doesn't have the sort of limitations that the NES and Famicom would, in that it doesn't have slowdown and sprite flickering due to there being too many sprites on screen. This is very evident in Metal Man stage. But it does have still that weird problem of enemies might disappear if, you know, they get scrolled off the screen. Let's take out Airman. Now, as longtime Mega Man fans might remember, Mega Man 2 had a difficulty selection right on its title screen. I got killed, but I can't be killed, apparently, in this port. So I both won and lost. Schwarzenegger's cat. Also, the text just instantly appears. It doesn't scroll like it does in the original games. So, as I mentioned, the difficulty in the original game had two options. It had a normal and difficult mode. The difficult mode was being that of the original difficulty from Rockman 2, the Japanese version. And the normal mode was an easier mode made for the North American version of Mega Man 2, and also in Europe as well, got ported there. But what's really different about that is that a Mega Man Anniversary Collection, and in fact Rockman Complete Works, we should really give the credit, its easy and normal modes are actually, again, completely different to what they were in the original game. It's funny that, like, when I started, I was already in the frame of animation of firing, because that's the frame I died and won in. So notice here, no sprite flickering. If you play the original Mega Man game, Mega Man 2 on the NES, there's a lot of sprite flickering and slowdown in this section because there's so many sprites. There's Mega Man, there's his health, there's the enemies, there's so much going on. Those are big sprites too. So I'm playing on what they call normal mode. Normal mode is much harder than the normal mode of the original game, yet it's not as hard as the Rockman Complete Works normal mode of the Japanese version of the game. So yeah, you get brand new difficulty selections for Mega Man 2. In some parts of this game are easier than they were in the Japanese version, and some of them are, about on par. So, I think I got item 2, didn't I? Yes, I did. Thanks, that really helps. So this is another example of, the Rockman Complete Works not having remixed music for Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. And if there was any remixed music in Mega Man Anniversary Collection, it's taken from the arcade games. Since no Metal Man in those games, no Metal Man theme in Mega Man 2 for the Anniversary Collection, which was released for the 15th anniversary of Mega Man, and it's almost the 30th anniversary of the series. So yeah, time sure flies. Entering backwards. Yeah. Alright, let's take out Metal Man, or try to, anyway. It's interesting to know, Metal Man won't actually attack you until you attack. Or if you get too close. Like, he'll just sit there, and nothing will happen, like, for as long as you don't approach him, and don't fire at him. He's kind of a pacifist, if you think about it. Also, I love the generic name of Metal Man. Like, aren't they all robots, so they're all metal? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know, I guess Metal Blade Man would have been redundant, so I don't know, just Metal Man. But he's Metal Blade Man, that's really what he is. Chucking at you the best overpowered weapon in video game history. Alright. Metal Man defeated. With a metal blade in hand, I can pretty much take on any enemy, it doesn't matter. Alright, I'll do one more stage for Mega Man 2. How about Quick Man? Alright, switch to the metal blade, and here we go. Now, the ammo count says that the metal blade can be fired 28 times, but in reality it can be fired more than twice that. I think it's like 56 times. It's because the metal blade uses like 0.1 of like a energy unit. Whereas something like the air shooter takes 14, or it takes up 14, so you know you can only use them a couple times. And I think the crash bombers, you can only carry 7 of them. Whoops, that was my fault. Talking and playing. Take them out with the air shooter because they're fire, and air apparently is strong against fire. Darn it. Yep, that was my fault. The quick laser traps are annoying, and, you know, I guess I'm just used to playing them on the NES and with the NES slowdown and all that. There we go. Now just run, 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 run. Run, 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 and run, and ignore these. Ignore, ignore, ignore. Air shooter. Air shooter again. Uh-oh, run. Last thing I need is 2 of them. Alright, Quick Man. I need an E-can. Even though Quick Man is pretty easy to beat, just with the Mega Buster, I took a lot of damage from the Mecha Joes. Alright. Alright, well that'll be it for today's video. So once again guys, tune in tomorrow with my look at Mega Man 3 for Mega Man Anniversary Collection on PS2 in Navi mode. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.